BURGAMI. Break the vision, building perspective, issue dissect views, mindsets.
Those farmers, those marketers, processors and marketers still earn from agriculture, not only for themselves, but also for Nigeria.
On BURGAMI, the current affairs morning teaser on Vision FM 92.1, where Nigerians discuss Nigeria.
It's very sad. Even the places that have been demolished, they have been allocated to themselves. I can see crisis ahead of us.
There's something definitely wrong with our reward system, and that attracts corruption. How many Nigerians, civil servants, can today be able to put a roof over their head with the salary they are receiving?
BURGAMI, current, expository, daring.
Observing the trends of corruption within the National Assembly, within the executive arm of the government, at the state, at the local government, state and the national level, whatever is the tenure, unless the issue of corruption is being tackled, we are turning the state of development by using a term of government as a yardstick will remain a mirage in Nigeria.
BURGAMI, every weekday at 8 a.m. exclusive to the vision of the nation's capital.
Yes, we welcome you back to the BURGAMI Summit Breakfast Show. And 8 o'clock, Monday through Friday, we normally bring you topics of national importance. And there's none more national and more topical than this. So due to popular demand, you remember we treated you to some psychedelic topic yesterday about the emergence of, a group called Lukarawa. Or is it Lakurawa? Lakurawa, yes. You see, but it sounds better when you say Lukarawa. Lakurawa. Yesterday, I was challenging people to tell me what it actually means. And only one person came along and said it's partly French or is it Arabic, and they just extended it somehow. So maybe you have more information on that, right?
Yeah, I think the name came from a native name from Mali. Actually, it can be a sense of Arabic and it's mix of French. Yeah, since it's Mali is a Francophone country.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
All right.
So,
well, I think we'll have a clearer picture now. Because yesterday I challenged almost everybody who was listening to say, look, what do you think this name means? We all know what Boko Haram is. So that was a straight talk about this one. So we welcome our guest, Bara'atu Yusuf Garba, who's a political and strategic analyst. I think already you can see she's already doing justice even to the name before we got started. The emergence of Lakurawa terror group and its implication on national security is actually the topic for today. And just like I told you, due to popular demand, we had to bring it back as opposed to giving you something new this morning. Before we go ahead, I think I would just relish the thought of giving you back the background, because not many people who probably had the opportunity to listen yesterday even heard the background. It says a new terror group known as Lakurawa has reportedly killed 15 people and rustled over 100 cows in Mera, Oji local government area of Kebbi State. A prominent personality in town, Alhaji Bashir Issa Mera, while confirming the attack to Daily Trust, said the people invaded the town as people were getting set for Jumat prayer and made away with over 100 cattle. According to him, on hearing this, people of the town mobilized in their hundreds and pursued them to the bush in a bid to recover the cows. There was exchange of fire between the people of the town and the bandits, which led to the killing of 15 people, and 2 of the Lakurawas were also killed. Mera added that the Lukara... Now, I think this changes back into my confusion. Is it the Lukurawas or Lakurawas?
Lukarawa.
Okay. Mera added that the Lukarawas are hiding in Sokoto bush from where they coordinate their attacks. Speaking further, he said the new armed group initially did not kill. They only confiscated cows and asked owners to pay zakat. He said the cattle rustling has been happening for almost 2 months, and the latest attack is their first, in which 15 deaths were recorded in the attacked town. Mera said Governor Nasser Idris had called him on the phone twice, expressing worry over the killings and ordered the deployment of soldiers to the community to contain the situation. He added that the commanding officer of Duku Barracks, DSS boss, Commissioner of Police, and combined security forces have been mobilized to restore normalcy to Meritown and its environs. Also, the state's deputy governor, Senator Abubakar Umar Tafida, and Emir of Agungu, Alhaji Samaila Mera, have visited Meritown to sympathize with the families of the deceased. They assured the people that the governor had pledged to ensure their protection against further attacks by the terror group. Now to my guests. I'm happy, like you said, like I said earlier before I got started, that you linked this terror group one way or the other to Mali. Also, there is some language probably from Mali which morphed, given the fact that there's a French aspect of it. Correct?
Yeah, first of all, the fact that what occurred and the reality of this group, I think we had it since their first attack, that they are migrated from Libya, Mali, and Niger. So it's like a combo this time around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a combo terrorist group coming from these 3 neighboring countries. And I think what really caught my attention was like from the from the news of their attack came that they have been preaching. They have been preaching. That means when they migrated, they were based in that forest and coming into these local areas and, offered some preaching.
So it
sounds so weird.
It is not something
that just happened.
Okay.
So the national security issue knew about this, and she sensed that something terrible will happen in the nearest future.
So it's failure of intelligence, basically.
We can say that.
Failure.
Absolutely.
Well,
We can say that. Because when you read the news, you will see where it was mentioned that they have been preaching. They had, in the past, they had been preaching. Meaning that they have been in that place for some time now.
Oh, absolutely.
People coming, migrated from Mali, Libya, and their color of
forces.
Thank you. Their color of complexion and what have you will tell you that this is not our people. We knew our people. You understand? And we knew the existence of bandits that were in that place since before this a new terror group coming to the place. So, actually, at times, we from the north, when this kind of thing happens, we wondered how, why. You understand?
No, clearly.
And yeah. Especially someone like me that came from Northwest, and one of the most peaceful region in the country before.
Wow.
You know.
Well,
So,
let's see if we can make some sense out of it. Would you, from the little or from the much that you may have heard, how does this group differ from the likes of Boko Haram? Because you're now seeing a fusion of Libyans, Malians, and Nigerians. How do they differ?
to me, they are all the same. They are all terror group. I think they just want to cut some attention in changing their names. You know.
So
yeah.
I believe somebody raised that even yesterday.
Yeah. So if you ask me, I'll tell you that these people are same with Boko Haram and other terrorists, you know.
So it's like changing strategy.
Yeah, they're changing strategy. And now that there is the emergence of banditry in that area, they just want maybe, coming up together and, joining forces.
We heard that this group actually was given money to especially the kids, to the young Nigerians.
That is where the government must do something.
Must move.
Yeah.
Rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the situation in which our youth are in, we all need. Yeah. They are unemployed. And the hardship on the ground could make them join.
If you ever remember the technique that ISIS was using to attract some of the warriors that they recruited into their group, it's definitely very similar. They use money and other methods of coercion to be able to get these people to work with them.
Yeah.
So if you're talking, there's an introduction of money already with this group, knowing, like you said, the situation in the country.
And even Boko Haram have been linked to ISIS.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely this terror group could have been linked to ISIS. So definitely.
If you have to advise government at this point, what would you tell them? What would you say? Because it's obvious that the organization is not going to go anywhere voluntarily until they're dislodged from the forest or whatever they are right now. What would you say to government?
Do we have any words, sincerely? Do we have any words to use in advising the government? The government that knew when these people are coming into our land? Sincerely, Reason why you asked me what political party do I belong to, I told you I'm an independent analyst.
Mm-hmm.
And at times, we need to close our eyes and face the reality. Definitely, government needs to do more. Definitely.
You see,
more, not in just our words, in action.
You can see the international influences on the coming together of this group. Because if you're saying this is a group
coming from Mali, Libya, and Niger. And why Nigeria? Why? Is it due to our negligence or what?
People the people view Nigeria out there as a very, very rich country.
Rich country, thank you.
Okay.
And I think they must have that these areas, have a lot of natural resources.
Absolutely.
Yeah. From what have you, So definitely they are coming there for wealth. Not,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not for anything that we think,
Not for socialization.
Thank you. Or religious, impact or what have you.
He said they were already preaching to them
That was what I
for
had.
almost.
They have been preaching to them. They've been collecting money. They are money robbing them, not because I can't say they are collecting zakat now. You don't call zakat. This type of terror group, we don't even recognize them into any religion sect. To us, they are terrorists. Terrorism is their religion. Terrorism is their tribe. You can't say they belong to any group or any religious sect or any tribal, section. To us, to me personally, I see anybody like that as a terrorist. Terrorism is their religion. Terrorism is their tribe. That is it.
You see, the sad part of all this is that Nigeria has been plagued by all manners of terrorists, and one would have thought that we should have been better prepared if any other one
is coming
just surfaced again.
This is my view. This is what I'm saying. That why we knew that these people are coming. I think I heard about this Lukarawa like a year before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard about it. I once founded a forum called Bits of Northern Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a kind of forum that dig deep to know what is going on in the north. Why the Boko Haram? Why the bandits? Why? What is the relationship between we, the northerners, and what have you? But when I just realized that, like, something is not going to change, and nothing is, there are some threats across the movements and what have you, so I had to drop it. But still, I had some people, that just called and, just engaged me into this kind of, uneasy discussions, touching discussions. Still, it's happening. This is happening. Still, we still have our ears everywhere. So I heard about this Lukarawa, I think a year. And I was praying that, and to me then when I heard about them, I thought that they can never happen. That Nigeria will never allow any terrorist group to emerge again. Due to what I have been going through, especially from that part of, region, Zamfara, Katsina, Kebbi, Sokoto, we have banditry going on, So when I heard about it, I was like, no. Definitely Nigeria will do something. They can never allow these people coming from this sects of the western part of the Libya is not even west, but northern part of Africa, and and some our neighboring closed, because Niger is our closest definitely. So I was like, this will never happen. The Nigeria, I never thought it will happen. To me, when I just woke up and heard about it, I was like, wow.
But is it possible? Let's kind of go outside the conventional thought.
Okay.
Is it possible that because of the deteriorating relationship between Nigeria and Niger, that this group must have been prevented from coming to Nigeria for a while, and they were being dealt with by the Nigerians. Look at it from the perspective. What I'm saying.
Okay.
Because we know the role that the Niger Republic has played in trying to dislodge Boko Haram.
Boko Haram, yeah.
Now, this group may have skirted around Niger and say Mali, and they know about them. But at the end of the day, they prevented them, given the situation between Nigeria and Niger. Do you think probably they just say, look, if Nigeria does not really appreciate what we've done for them so far, let these people go?
We can't tell.
I'm just looking at a conspiracy.
Yeah. I understand where you're coming from. I understand, and it can happen. It just Niger. They are all humans like us. They can't have that thought, of course, to see, okay, all this while we've been best of friends, we've been neighbors, sisters and brothers, and all what we've been doing, we didn't recognize, we didn't appreciate. Okay, let us allow you to deal with this. It can happen.
How do you think this group will impact on the regional stability in West Africa in particular?
We're talking about terrorists.
Serious
at times,
terrorists.
Serious terrorists. At times, when we mentioned, when we talk about terrorists, to me, I always said these people are just like spirits, and fighting with whom is invisible is not easy.
So you may just be dealing with some of them, buying things from them in the street while they're real.
This terrorism, this ideology of terrorism, what have you? You can only see those who are carrying the act, but you don't know who
are the people behind it,
who are the sponsors. So you can't just tell. You don't predict it, actually. You don't.
Well,
but you must put some measures
in place. Yeah, definitely.
And this is what government should have done. And with this, the first time a terrorist group coming up to say, "Come and join us," that we're gonna offer you a substantial amount of money. So it's scary, seriously.
Yeah, when the government was able to track a lot of these people through the Bureau de Change, you heard of all that?
Yeah.
Dubai, Dubai connection. It just died. We never heard anymore about it. And now you have another replacement group. And who knows how many else have been in the formative stage that will now be foisted on Nigeria one way or the other.
Yeah.
Wow. But if you have to, like I said, do you think that a group like this would just have to do with them kinetically or non-kinetic, means? They need to be wiped out.
Yeah, they need to. They need to.
You see, everybody agrees on that. But the people to do it, who happen to be the military, do we know the military and the DSS? Do we know if they have the capacity? Because these people are very sophisticated.
They are. We knew about it. They are. And now I think they are giving more power to our existing terrorist group, this banditry and all that, I heard that they have connection. I think they have connected in one way or the other. They are carrying their, bills all together.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the scary part of everything. Because, they are grooming these existing illiterates to becoming members of one of the powerful, terrorism sects. This is not.
Was it? I think is in today's paper. There are articles normally written at the back of the papers. Very good scholastic type of articles. The question is, why is the North poor? Why is the North poor? And you've talked about all manners of minerals that you have underground and all that. But at the end of the day, the people that go after are not necessarily those in the South. These are kids from the Amajiri sects who over the years have been completely neglected.
Yeah.
And you make them an offer, and we know how many times they've seen television and see AK-47. They're impressionable.
Actually, unemployment is a disease, if I must say. Yeah.
Of course.
And anyone that offers you how to cure it, you just follow the lead. So the cost of everything, if I must say in a nutshell, is illiteracy and unemployment.
Those are cankerworms. Bara'atu.
Yeah, and that is the reason why I have a short name, Barry. Because, most of my friends who are from the South cannot pronounce the name very well.
Oh, but I can.
Bararatu. Then they just call me Barry.
But wait a minute. You're saying Barha.
It's Bara'atu.
Bara'atu. Yeah, no. I mean, we are taught to pronounce literally anything. As long as you can break them into syllables, I can pronounce them. See, and this is Bara'atu.
Yes.
Bara'atu.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Bara'atu, thanks for enlightening us more, particularly being able to link this group to Libya, Mali, and Niger. You've done wonders, because yesterday we threw it wide open, asking people, do you know the emergence of this group from where and what was it?
It just let me just highlight something. I think this Lukarawa. In fact, sorry, I don't really want to mention their name because their name is a side name to start with. Yeah,
really?
It's a side name. So yeah, it's a side name.
When you say it's a side name, meaning what?
I mean, when you had any name that is linked to any terrorism, yeah, definitely is a side name.
Not in terms of meaning.
Not in terms of the meaning, but when you just had it, you just have this feeling that these people came to destroy your place, your land, and you don't know how far they can go. It just, when we heard about Boko Haram, previously when we heard about it, we thought nothing is going to happen, and look at what happened. I am from Kano, and I have seen what happened in Kano. You understand? So I have the experience of terrorism. Yeah, I witnessed when bombed got blasted in my own eyes. I was driving. I had to park at the side, and I went through a lot. So when you heard about any terrorism sect coming to your region, especially from the northwest, what comes to your mind is this is a side name, whatever it's named after, it's just a side name. So what I wanted to say is this I think this Lukarawa, yeah. I think the emergence of Lukarawa coming from Libya, Niger, and Mali gave me an impression that these people, all the terrorists from Mali linked to the terrorists from Libya and the terrorists from Niger, and just decided that, look, our next target should be Nigeria.
But Nigeria has always been their target anyway, because if you look at the Sahel region.
But you know, before, some years back, people from the neighboring nations are scared of our military forces.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, this, I think, what broke us in the eyes of our neighbors and in the eyes of the world is this Boko Haram and this bandit.
Yeah.
That we cannot deal with these two sects for years.
Yeah.
So it gave them, you know, some confidence. You know, if not, you can't bear to come to this place.
Nigeria was a no-go area.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bara Atu. You know, what we normally do, I don't know if you've, have you ever been to any of our shows?
I have never been to, yeah.
It's a 1-hour show.
Yeah, okay.
But, you know, at the half-hour mark, we normally open the lines to our listeners.
Okay.
And you're going to hear them very soon. Many of them called to comment yesterday. And they're very saddened by everything that they felt, you know, the Lukarawa.
Yeah.
In fact, the damage it does to the reputation of the country.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you know, in our proverb, in Hausa proverb, they said that Angari ake chingari, that they use your own people to finish you.
How do you say it again?
Yeah.
The
Angari ake chingari.
Ake chingari.
Yeah. That they must use your own people to finish you.
Wow. Okay.
If anybody wants to kill you, they will use someone very close to you to take that. Yeah.
Well,
so this is what really happens to Nigeria. You know, using the existing, our own, you know,
our negligence
against our negligence.
Right.
You know,
because you know it doesn't really take much to indoctrinate those kids.
So definitely, if you just sense it all. Yesterday I was discussing with someone. We just concluded that this banditry must be an act of this terrorism. Maybe it's a part of it.
Of course.
They say, okay, let us just carry out this first and see how far they can tackle and take care of their own.
Well, thank you. The subject matter is similar to the one we actually dealt with yesterday. It's the exact one. The emergence of Lukarawa terror group and its implication on national security. Oh, okay. We have a first caller. Good morning.
My name is Barry Daniel, calling from Abacha.
Barry, how are you this morning?
Very grateful, Lord Almighty, but sad for the killing my brother in law.
Thank you.
How's the family?
Super.
Good morning, madam. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
You spoke well, madam. You just break.
Thank you.
Mine, I just look at it this way. How much did it cost the drum? A responsible father. What makes a responsible father? What makes you a responsible father or a responsible home?
To protect your family.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
If you don't protect your home, you let people know that you neglect your home. What will people do to your family?
Exactly.
You understand? The government have neglected the citizens. They have shown the whole world that they are not for the citizens. They are from their selfish gain. Why do I say so? The government of Buhari, a country, gave the rich of those that sponsored Boko Haram, that sponsored terrorism in the country. What did the government do? They push it under the carpet. What stopped this government to go under that carpet and bring it and dust it out and take care of it?
And do you think it will happen?
That's what I'm driving to. That's what I'm driving to, madam. Yeah. Look at how much that one drone costs. How much the one USB costs. You share 150 million naira cash. Cash, 150 million, and I bet you a drone doesn't cost that amount. What will stop it to buy drones to mount our borders?
Yeah.
What is immigration doing?
Yeah.
Empower them. Madam, I don't believe that we the North, the part of the North of my country are illiterate. No. The leaders are the, what will you talk about the leaders? Where they are educated, illiterate are concerned. So if illiteracy should not come into this, it's the neglect of the father of his home.
You know, actually, when the reason why I mentioned, why our own children have been used is when I mentioned that maybe they, they look at the neglect. And yes, leaving your children, you're leaving your children ignorant and unemployed is a negligence. Definitely.
So we should not look at the children. We should look at the father. There's one word they put in house, tabia. Is the government putting tabia in the country?
I don't think so.
So, madam, let's look at it at that aspect about it. And the governors of North, are they also illiterate? What will stop them to provide the same drums?
I think it's just a general word to use on the North that Northerners are illiterate. And of course, I'm one of the Northerners. And I'm not illiterate. And I come from an extended family, and all my family ain't illiterate. Yeah?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the issue of illiteracy should not come that is it. It's a neglect, madam.
Yeah.
The neglect of
whether we like it, my brother, whether we like it or not, we knew that there is a massive negligence. We knew.
So what will stop the governors today, the northern region governors today, they pay money to Israel, to people, they pay money to Saudi Arabia for treatment, they pay to Israel for treatment. What will stop them to buy drones, madam? What will stop them from doing that? All right, federal government, you can't do that. We'll contribute, we'll provide so amount of drones to mount so. What will stop them from doing that?
Do you understand Hausa very well?
Very, very well, madam.
Okay.
I'm a Nigerian.
Okay, thank you. So, there is this proverb in Hausa that says, Abinde chi awo bazeti isn't audio, something like that. Meaning that whatever eats you or harmed you must harm your nearest neighbor. So I think this proverb should work on our leaders, northern leaders, Nigerian leaders, let's put it. Because whatever happened in the north happens in Nigeria entirely. You understand?
Thank you, madam.
So, yeah. Whatever happened in the north might scale to the other regions. When they are done with the north, they might,
definitely. Madam, sorry. Also, I'm not the only one that's supposed to talk. Madam, is this? What I'm trying to say, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. There's no karma. Exactly. That's what you're trying to say, madam.
Yeah.
So please, my own take is this. The citizen of North should stand up. Any of the states that this crisis is happening, they should go to the government house and hold him responsible. We need to start holding people responsible.
There's a provision in law, Barry, to begin to recall these people that they claim we voted them into power and found out that they just wangled their way into government.
Thank you. You understand? We need to start doing that. Even also, they don't give a damn about the citizens. That's why the foreigners, how do you treat your home? That's how they will treat you. I repeat it again, they've seen it that the government doesn't have anything for the citizens. They don't care about the citizens. Let's just take a drive there and make our game and go out of it. So that's my contribution this morning. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Shola.
Hey, bro, how are you?
I greet you. Thank you. I wish to welcome a guest who has done justice to the topic.
Thank you. Thank you.
And,
good morning.
And being very gender sensitive, Mr. Shola, let me commend you for bringing Madam.
Oh.
It has always been men every time.
I was, in fact, I was happy to hear this morning. Yeah.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Ibrahim Modibo, calling from the Central District area.
Welcome. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Now, the ground rules, Madam, just kindly listen so that you can take note. At the end of towards the end, you can respond to all of us, because I'm sure a lot of people would like to contribute. Because this topic is very interesting, and you brought in very fundamental issues of great importance to the security of Nigeria at large and the northern Nigeria in particular. Now, the issue of this, Lakarawa, Mr. Shola, you see, there is failure of governance. And also there is a problem that has to do with our security architecture. We've not been able to find the right system. Just like Barry Daniel has really contributed before me. The blame should be at the doorsteps of the security architecture of this country. Whether we like it or not, this is a time of technology. For God's sake, the whole world is dancing to the tune of technology. Get wrong, invest in military hardware, because now we're fighting wars from different directions. Mr. Shola, are you with me?
I'm here. Go right ahead.
Yeah, we too.
We are fighting different wars. Look at IPO from the southeast, Boko Haram from the northeast, bandits in north central. Look around now in the north central, and ISWAP here also in the northeast. Yes. How so mighty you are, especially in a country with over 200 million people. Do you know that the whole security architecture of this country, as it is today, we don't have up to 1 million. Up to 1 million people, police, military, everything combined. It's up to 1 million. So there's a need for us, if we're a serious nation, to also bring in manpower. There are a lot of young people with high blood, quote unquote blood pressure.
And wanting to join forces.
And wanting to, move into the forces. Why not recruit them? We're supposed to have at least, with 200 million people, we're supposed to have nothing less than 2 to 3 million security personnel in this country at the moment. But unfortunately, we are just being pedestrian. We are just using the local foot soldiers without using the drones. And also, what is the function of the DSS? What is the function? They are supposed to move in and find out secretly and then pass it to the military for action. We need drones, madam. We need drones. We need drones and modern warfare. Now warfare is always fought by aeroplanes, by drones, not by foot soldiers. Foot soldiers are not supposed to be supportive. When we have investigated this thing, we should move in, because believe me, this is a time bomb. Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder that is likely to explode if we don't take serious action on this matter.
Exactly.
And we must do something, because all these problems, some people will say it's political. It's not. We should look inward, find leaders that are proactive, make sure that we save our people. It's just like that Barry Daniel says. The importance of a parent is to take care of his children and also to take care of protect and give security, put food on the table. But unfortunately, we are not having it right at all. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ibrahim.
We have another caller. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Who's calling, please?
I'm Salam, and I'm just calling from Central area.
Yes, Absalam. Please go ahead.
Thank you. My take on that is what some of the callers said. Most of the time we carry blame on the government, both at all levels. But to me, if you open a tap and your house is flooded, first of all, you have to lock that tap before you start draining the water. But unfortunately, the population is growing, the productivity is getting less. Those who are causing this problem, I think some of them don't even understand the life. They believe the life is just to be having children without catering for. That's the many issues that we are having in this our country. Some people are just having a lot of children. The way of taking care of them is not sure.
But Mr. Abdul Salam, we are talking about.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Abu Salam.
Okay, hey, I think this thing will cause insecurities everywhere. Because like me now, if I take care of my children and my neighbor, I don't care about him, and they are not taking care of their own children, I think their children really a nuisance to me. That's the main thing. And again, the government, the state, what are they doing? I'm part of the north, where I came from. Are we having any endowment fund to cater for this thing? We are not having. Why can't the north create an endowment fund to be catering for those who can cause security in the future? Because they are easily recruited and join the bandwagon and cause mayhem in the land. Those are the part of the issue we need to resolve. Without doing that, I don't think the federal government and the state government alone can do it. Control your back, provide for your children, train them so that they can have something doing. So that they have nothing to be done, they can be recruited for any criminality. That's what I think about that issue. God bless you.
Thank you, Abu Salam.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
while we're still taking some more calls, at the end of all the call taking, Barak Atu will be able to comment on some of the things that you guys have made, which we stopped her from doing. Okay. Another call. Yes, brother. Can you turn your radio down?
Good morning to the guests in the studio. My name is Abubakar Mohammed from Abu this morning.
Yes, Abu. Go right ahead.
Now, talking about this new insurgency cropping up in the country, it is really sad and it's very unfortunate. No matter what it is, we are going to put the blame squarely in the hands of government because it is purely an intelligence failure. Yeah. Look at the lady in the studio. She just tell you that she heard about this some time back. If an ordinary citizen would heard about such a thing some time back, what more of the government? What are the intelligence community doing? They have failed the government, they have failed Nigeria, they have failed the system. So first and foremost, we will put the blame on the table of government because they are responsible for all their security agencies to perform, and they have failed. Secondly, like we have said, the community. Nigerians are responsible for their own security. Because the government has failed Nigerians, people should go extra miles to be vigilant in their own environments. And that you are discussing this yesterday. This is one of the failures that is happening in the northern part of the country. Which has been claimed that the northern part of Nigeria is very accommodating, very receptive, and you receive all sorts of people without suspecting them. Gone are the days of being receptive. It is the day of being vigilant. Now, for the past 15 years or 10 years, Boko Haram and insecurity has been bedeviling the country. It is time to trust nobody. So Northerners should put it at the back of their mind and in their head that nobody should be trusted at all. Every other person is a suspect until it is proven otherwise. So people should suspect anybody that comes to their own community with a strange face. And more importantly, like we have said, the northern governors have equally failed. I am a living witness when the security issue was trying to move into the southwest, and the southwest governors convened a meeting and set up the so-called Amotekun that was claimed to be illegal. Yet they insisted it is for their own security and the security of their community, and they have their way. And whether we like it or not, that Amotekun to some extent has created a kind of fear in that environment, and it has protected the people of that region. What are the northern people doing? What are the northern governors doing? Gone are the days of people just coming into government to wear Babaniga, carry expensive bulletproof vehicles, and be parading themselves around the country when your area is dying. What is an achievement? The northern governors must wear their thinking cap. They are actually telling the northern region the money that is being sent to that region, the power that is given to them, is not for them to show personal aggrandizement. It's for the security and protection and economic development of northerners. They should do it. Thank you, and God bless Nigeria.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. One thing I can tell you, though, is that there are some governors who are working.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can mention two.
Yeah.
That I know.
Even the recent, the Kebbi governor, you know, I heard that he really,
So,
yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
My name is Benga.
Hello, Gwenga. How are you?
From which I'm fine. Good morning to the lady there.
Good morning. Good morning, Benga.
Yes. The last caller really spoken well. Let me tell you today, from all indications, the intelligence were there, the information was there. I don't know what the past government, the past NSC, because these people like Kurawa, they say they have been there since 2016. They came with their cattle, with gun, everything, and they say they are not harmful. They move away and come back. But when they now came and settled down, that the community alerted the police, that the police even held the press conference. They said that these people, there is no problem, they are just on their own, which was wrong. And we were told that in 2019, I was there about 2 years ago, that these people killed some soldiers, that the army are aware of their activities. So the security community cannot say they are not aware of them. So they went asleep. And as the last caller said, what were the governors in those areas doing? Telling the governor of Northwest. Up to now, we have not seen the synergy between them, the governor working together. Just when they killed a daughter of an emperor daughter in the southwest in Ondo, the governors of Ondo State called others and said, this thing cannot continue. And they found Amotekun. And Amotekun was bankrupt by the government. They put it into law. And to them, and that's one of the safest states in Nigeria. But when this issue started in Northwest, when the migration of Boko Haram were coming today and irrigation, the Northwest governor did not do anything. There are many generals in Nigeria today from Northwest than any other place. They have the resources, they have the money, that's everything. I can point to 5 governors, I'm a concept of 4 or 5 people who have ruled this country from the Northwest. What are they doing to save the region? Up to now, they are working in isolation. Yes, each of the states are saying that security. But I'm telling you, because they're isolated, they can't to work in synergy and achieve information will be difficult. The Amotekun was a Western region program, even though domiciled in this state, but they work as a unit. Why can't the Northwest governor do the same thing? Lastly, what I would say is that let the army and security agency work together with the community. From what we have known, they say the community have not really accepted them. And their knowledge is not based on religion. So that makes it easier. Because let me tell you, one of the things that made Boko Haram to spread in North was that they brought religion into it. So people are advertising with them on religious ground. But these people have not come with religion. They are even more harsh. They don't even practice the religion for what they're part. So that makes it easy that if they can get the community on their own side, with the help of the government there, I think they can win this battle. But I'm praying for the next US allow us to use to kind of get for 1 month in the Northwest. I'm telling you, all the bandits there will be destroyed. They will be forgotten. You can't get this the one that is not East. But US no, they cannot use it beyond that region or Northeast. And that's the reason why the government has not been able to do it.
If Trump can come here and give us, because when Trump allows God that not here to tell it for us, you can allow us to use to kind of get just for 1 month, do not wait. I'm telling you, all these bandits, all these bloody that whatever they call it, they will be forgotten. That is my prayer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Benga.
Thank you, Benga.
Para'atu is from Kano, so she can help us talk to them about the Kano Jets, right?
You know, Kano is the center of Northwest, actually. And I actually, you know, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's our last caller. I'm just going to revert back to Para'atu. Let's, let's tie. I mean, you've heard them.
Yeah, I do.
Everybody is of the opinion that whatever needs to be done must be done.
All of them, all their opinion is at concern.
Yeah.
You know,
But particularly, I mean, I'm happy that you cleared the mystery behind the name, the emergence of the name.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a metamorphosis over a period.
Yeah.
And is a coming together of state terrorism characters. So whatever it is, I think we do you have some final words? Other than let's go bomb the lights out of them.
Yeah, exactly. that is everyone's prayer, yeah.
Because I don't
we all pray that just perish them,
wipe them out.
Yeah.
Because these are not human beings.
They are not.
Okay.
They are not. We don't consider them to be.
No. Yeah. The manner in which they destroy other lives.
And I think Nigerian government needs to do more.
By far.
It's cutting, the whole of it.
By far. Yeah. By far. You're right. Well, thank you, Archer. The emergence, you can even call it an emergency too. The emergence of Lukarawa, which is a terror group. And I hope that very soon this is not going to be part of our vocabulary.
Yes.
We don't want to hear about them. Yeah, whatever needs to be done by the security forces.
We don't want our children to hear about them.
Exactly. Yeah. We don't want them to be part of them either. Yes, So thank you so much. The topic, like I said, is the emergence of Lukarawa terror group and its implication on the national security. We thank our guests, who's a political and a strategic analyst, Baratu Yusuf Garba. And tomorrow we'll bring you another topic of importance to the Nigerian populace. Until then, I'm Shola J. We say have a wonderful Tuesday. And talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.